Hello, big announcement. So on March 18th, on St. Patrick's Day, I got my first positive pregnancy test. Yay! Excuse the hair. This is real life. So, um, yeah, so I was going to test actually so it was on Sunday. I was going to test on Friday, like that coming up Friday, but I decided to test a little early and just see, what would happen if it would be positive or negative, and I really thought it was going to be negative. Like no doubt in my mind. I was like, okay, whatever. And so I set it to the side and I waited, I didn't look at it. I waited the 3 minutes and I covered it with my hand and then was standing there. I'm like, okay, if it's negative, that's totally fine. It's fine. So I looked at it and there was 2 lines and I freaked out. I threw the test in the sink. I was like, oh my gosh, this can't be real. So I was actually visiting some family on the other side of the state. So I wasn't with my husband at the time, and had I don't know, 4 more hours to wait till I drove back to my house, which was about 2.5 hours away. And so I didn't tell anyone other than my older sister. And I called her on the phone and I let her know, and she was also visiting some family also on the other side of the state also. So I told her and we met up for breakfast and she gave me a big hug and whatever, and she's like, so how are you gonna tell Tyler? And I was like, I'm not sure, I don't know yet. I'm like, so I have all the, drive 2.5 hours just to think of something to how I'm gonna surprise him, because I did not want to call him on the phone to let him know. That was my big thing. I did not want to do that. So I decided that I was going to put a little a biscuit or something in the oven with the pregnancy test beside it or whatever, and surprise him that way. And I did. He was so I put it in there. I'm like, hey, I put something in the oven. Can you go? It's probably done by now. Can you get it out? And so he walks into the kitchen and opens the oven, and there it is, the little biscuit and the pregnancy test. And he looks towards me and he's like, are you pregnant? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, oh my gosh. And yeah, so we are not telling anybody until Easter. So we're gonna tell my dad and then his parents on Easter, and we're gonna do something special. Not 100% sure what we're gonna do yet, but yeah, we're thinking Easter will be a good time, and it'll be just a fun little thing to do. And we have not told our son yet, who's 5, because the little man has a big mouth and he would tell everybody because he's been wanting a sibling for so long. So we have not told him. We're gonna tell him right on Easter when he first wakes up or the day before, just so we know that he's not gonna see anybody because we don't want him to tell anyone just yet. So yeah, so that is the big news, and we're so excited that we are finally pregnant, and you guys can start looking for pregnancy updates. I think I'm gonna do pregnancy updates. I don't know if I'm gonna do it like weekly or monthly. I'm not 100% sure yet. Oh, I probably should mention that like when I did my calculations or whatever, I'm 5 weeks, 3 or 4 days. So the 5 week mark. And I found out at 3 weeks, 3 days, I believe. No, 3 weeks, 5 days. So I did test a little early. So yeah, we're so excited, and I'm waiting for a doctor's appointment. I can't get in until like middle of April and May, so that kind of sucks. But I did go have like just my regular doctor to confirm the pregnancy, just like a urine sample at the office, and they did confirm it. And yeah, they took a very long time. I was waiting in like the room for like 15 minutes, and I'm like, oh no, is something wrong? Like what is it? And they come back and they're like, congratulations. And yeah, it was great. It's just awesome. I'm so excited. Yeah, I have been just recently, like yesterday and today, have been feeling like a little bit of like queasiness on and off, like nothing major. Um, so yeah, so I'm, being cautious, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Um, I will come back on here maybe in a few weeks, or a week or so if anything, comes up, or if I want to, like, let you know an update or whatever. You guys will see me next time. So, bye!